Hello. In the first of my talklets, I mentioned the name of my book, Among the Survivors, but I forgot to mention the name of me. So I'm going to correct that now. My name is Ann Z Leventhal. The Ann is my first mistake. I was named after a grandmother whose name was Anna, a name which is redolent of Middle Europe. She came from the Russian part of Poland. But my parents decided they needed to anglicize it and make me more American. So they named me Anne after Queen Anne, whose furniture I admire, but whom I do not feel in the least descended from. Then there's the Z. That came from my father's name. He had come here from Latvia, and his name was Zinmans. But this too was anglicized because the people at Ellis Island couldn't think of an English letter to go with Z, so that became Z, and they thought months was a problem too, so he became Zinman. And the last name, my last name Leventhal, I acquired when at 19, I married David Leventhal. 20 years later, during the great feminist ferment, some of my friends changed their names back to their maiden names. One other took her mother's maiden name, and one person that I knew invented a name. I thought about this. I did not want to go back to my maiden name because I had not chosen my father. I did choose my husband. And as far as making up a name, I felt by then like a Leventhal. I felt we belonged together, and that's who I was, and that's who we were as an item. So I kept that name. Now, what have I been doing in the years since? Well, I had lunch recently with a classmate from the 7th grade, another Ann. There were never fewer than 3 or 4 Anns in my class. It is now a name hardly ever heard, sometimes as a middle name, but never a first name. And what this Ann said was, we're doing at our age, is we're circling the drain. This may sound to you a little morbid, but actually it isn't. If you watch fluid circling a drain, you'll notice there's quite a lot of bubbling, there's a lot of spinning, and there's a lot of resistance. Not everything goes down at once. Some things cling for a long time. I like to think I'm bubbling, spinning, and lasting. Hope to see you next time. So long for now.